married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in law. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa, that was a nice... Can we get that mic'd up? Hold on. Wow, it's like a gong of a cheers.
That
we
was
just shatter your brand new wine glasses.
That was one of the features we looked up. We're like, how good are these for cheers? And they said, they'll cheers like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they said that?
They said motherfucker.
They bleeped it out, too? I like when
there's
people
few
bleep
things
out.
I love more than bleeping out my own cuss words.
It's very fun. It's so fucking fun.
Get it?
Fuck you, man.
Dude, me and my buddy Brian Ryan Ronald, that's all we used to talk about.
What?
Get it?
What was that name?
His name's Brian Donald, but we called him Brian Ryan Ronald.
Brian Ronald?
Yeah.
All right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Anywho, he's a friend of mine, but he's not a roommate of mine.
No, he's not even a brother-in-law.
But he is a good friend.
And so am I.
So are you, dude.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Is that what you were doing last night? Come on.
Let's fucking go.
Tim was on stage last night in
Wait, have
Narlands.
you ever seen Thanksgiving about a killer turkey?
No.
Takes over and he starts killing everybody in the neighborhood?
No, but this seems kind of great.
It's one of the worst, best movies of all time. You know,
Is it animated?
No. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, the turkey
it's a
obviously
documentary,
is.
actually.
No, but that's not what I meant. Like, is it live action?
Based on a true story?
That's not what animated means. Fiction is the word you're looking for.
Sorry, I'm trying to have fun, dude.
God.
Sorry, we're getting in it early. I want to have a little fun.
Is this like a you know how in Monty Python, what I'm picturing is in Monty Python and the Holy Grail when the killer rabbit attacks?
Yeah, it's like one of the worst
It's
CGI.
like a puppet.
It's like made of
CGI.
clay and
Okay.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
But it is killing everybody.
It's like Horace and Gromit.
Oh,
is that
it's
what is
so
that?
stupid. I'm not 100% sure.
What's the Wallace and Gromit?
When did
that's
you become?
claymation?
When did you become a
movie buff?
Yeah. When did this happen?
Well, this was a children's film that came
little
out between
cinephile all of a sudden?
95 and 2005, and I really clocked those.
Wait, did I tell you about this little story? So I'm talking to this guy in Boston after a show. Did I tell you this? Have we talked about this?
I don't think so.
You hear
I don't
this?
know.
You seeing this?
You seen this?
And we're kind of talking about comedy and bippity boppity boo, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm actually kind of like a cinephile now. I'm like a guy who's like a
guy said that about himself.
And I was
Isn't
like,
it like a joke term?
kind of, yes.
I don't think anybody really uses that like
Well, I don't think you ever use it
in a positive context.
or to describe yourself.
No.
I think you would describe somebody else as like, yeah, he's kind of a cinephile.
He's like a nutcase with movies.
So he describes himself as this guy, and I'm like, nice. So this is going to be a ripper of a convo.
Yeah.
And I was like, so have you seen anything recently that you really liked? He goes, you ever seen Goodfellas?
Oh my God. You can't.
Tom, have you ever seen Goodfellas? And then he proceeds to tell me that
About Goodfellas?
Well, no, that it has taken him more than one time to watch it. He goes, he goes, what do you think they're trying to say in that movie? I was like, my good man. Hey, my good
It's not
friend.
that deep, my guy.
It's just an amazing
Man,
story
you know
about
that
the mob.
the rat at the end of Departed blew his mind. It's like actually the worst part of the movie. It's the cheesiest thing of all
Well,
time.
you go, damn, rat's looking for cheese?
Yeah, but he goes, holy
Oh,
fuck, the rat. It was the rat with the whole
Because
time.
he was a rat the entire movie.
Oh my God, everyone was a rat. Maybe
Fuck.
the rat is in me.
That's exactly, and he would like write a dissertation about the rat at the end of Departed, and his professor would be like, "Duh."
Yeah.
That's the only note. Duh.
Duh. So you watched the movie. This is what you're proving to me.
So it turns out Bruce Willis was the guy in the wig the whole time.
He was it. God.
Shout out to Always Sunny. But that guy really, I had to really, because he was a sweet guy.
Okay.
I don't think he was
completely
trying to
tear
be,
down his character. He was a really nice guy, though.
No, I don't think he was trying to be.
Maybe he doesn't really know that word.
No, here's the hard news, is he does know that word because there's a new word that is above cinephile that he described himself as.
Virgin. Come on.
Let's fucking
Come on.
go.
Let's go. Let's get
Come
a
on.
little grade school
Why
bullying
not?
going.
Homer.
Remember when people used to call people virgins when everyone was a virgin?
And you're like, we're 13.
Yeah, I'm like, anyone who's not a virgin, something bad happened.
Something bad happened to you, dude. You've been through a lot. I'm like, what happened in your home?
Yeah.
Were you out plowing?
Or like making fun of other people for not.
You're plowing?
Yeah.
Damn, when did you lose your virginity?
Still waiting.
Come on.
No, 19.
I was about to say, I know mine's
It was
later.
late. Really?
Yeah.
When were you?
20.
Oh, okay. So it was like probably the same year in school. I was young.
It was later then. It was later then. So much later. But like for as like cool and like how huge.
Well, because
of a-
Lizzie's the only woman you've ever been with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't even had sex yet because we're not married.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying let's just have this damn wedding because my friends need to have sex.
I can't wait to consummate this with you, Lizzie. It's gonna be amazing. Would that
Oh
be
God!
wild?
Well, don't reenact this phone call that I heard about.
Tom, what the hell?
What, you talked about it on the pod?
No, that was supposed to be in the privacy of our own podcast.
That was between me, you, and hundreds
And
of
the
listeners.
Whatever. I'm sorry. I stand by it. That is
It's adorable.
that's how you know love is real 13 years in.
Yeah.
Is when you're making phone calls. When you're blacked out drunk in a different city.
Yeah.
After a hot show.
Yeah.
And I'm saying wildly explicit things.
Yeah, in front of your peers.
In front of my peers. To the person I love. In between pieces of Papa John's pizza. Sorry, that's love, Tom. I got horrible news for
Man,
you.
Papa John's, that garlic butter sauce will really bring the
Jesus
horniness
Christ. I was like, you want a little pepperoni, Lizzie?
out. Yuck. That's not even like the right ingredient to choose.
Yeah, she's like, oh, usually their pepperonis are like really greasy and gross. I completely fuck up the dirty talk. I'm like, what do you think about getting 1,900 calories in tonight? She's like, what?
Yeah, I'm going to order cheese in the crust. All right.
Oh, I'm going to make you so fat and gross. She's like, okay.
Yeah, neither of us are going to be able to sleep comfortably.
Just go to bed, Tim. Oh, I'm going to have diarrhea tomorrow. I can't really digest fucking dairy anymore.
Oh, we ran out of lactate, babe.
What you got over there, Tomas? Where you been? What are you doing?
I've been here, right? No. I was
Wait.
back
No,
in
did you?
Dania Beach, Florida.
Yeah, did you redeem yourself?
No.
Damn.
I'm 0 for 12 in Dania.
Danny is cooking.
I mean,
dude.
I had one fun show out of the 4. It was, but
Dania
that's
is
I've
cooking
performed.
you.
I've done 12 shows there in the last 13 months somehow. Dania Beach, Florida. It's the worst part of Florida. It's It's the Fort Lauderdale Airport. That's
They're
what
going,
it is.
we didn't even like this material the first time we heard it.
Yeah, now we gotta hear it 12 months later.
12 more times?
When it's tighter and worse.
They're going, let me guess, you've got a bunch of sisters.
You cut all the wrong
Great.
words. Hey, come on, man. Don't break down my act like that.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Can't
I got
break down my
news-
act. My act is everywhere.
I got new sister premises, all right? Anyways,
Danny
we'll be
Beach-
right back, you guys. No, it's well, what I realized too, because they're like, I often say they're like the worst kind of Republicans, because they're that like middle class.
They're the
that-
no fun Republicans.
Yeah, they're the middle class that thinks they're rich and better than people, and they think Trump is gonna make them rich.
Yeah.
And it's just a weird group of folks. Like,
Yeah.
it really makes Tampa look like Bushwick.
Right. You're like, come on, you drive. It's a Tundra.
Yeah,
You drive a Toyota Tundra.
And it's you don't
It's a
need
nice
that
truck.
here. Yeah,
It's a
God.
nice truck.
Sure, but not for golf clubs.
But it's also annoying because like they're all union members, and then they're voting for people that want to take away.
These are not union people.
Oh, these are no unions.
No, these are all
Entrepreneurs.
weird, middle of the road, white collar jobs.
Oh,
They're all like insurance, real estate.
You know what? That makes more sense.
Yeah, it's the people that think they're better than everyone.
Yeah.
Union people don't really think they're better. They do vote wrong.
They do vote opposite of what they should be doing.
But these people are like, that's why they suck so much. Is they like think they're
like, brother, I'm an insurance adjuster for State Farm.
exactly.
Okay.
Donald is gonna make me rich.
I made $96,000.
but it's just south of Mar-a-Lago. That's what I realized.
Right.
So they're in his little backyard. They're playing. They're trying to get a little glimpse of the big D.
I can't. We're not going to get into politics. We do it every time because we get upset.
It's Thanksgiving. Come on, we got to argue.
That's a fair point, actually.
No, we won't.
simply
But it was
cannot.
fine. I had one fun show where I kind of went off the rails and was like doing all of the weirdest premises I could. I had in my notes.
Are you having people reading them?
And that was no, I don't do that from the feature spot.
Of course,
kind
yeah,
of insane
of course.
move. Yeah,
That would be so fucking insane.
I will say that from my New York Comedy Fest show, the thing that like industry people those were the people I was worried about thinking that was unprofessional. I keep getting notes from them saying that that's how I should do my headlining sets.
Well, because they have no clue what being creative is.
Well, they saw it go well. If
Yes,
it went poorly,
bombed,
they'd be like,
a few
"That's
nuts.
the issue." Yeah.
They don't know what being creative is.
No. But it was kind of nice because I almost bailed on it right before because I was like, maybe I just do a tight hour and show them like what the hour would look like. And then I was like, fuck it. It's way more fun. The show got completely off the rails. Did we talk about this? How I made every woman in there mad at me?
Has this ever happened to you?
Has it ever happened to you? Wait, did we talk about this? I don't think we did on the pod.
So, well, just give me a little quick synopsis.
Well, I think I ran this premise by you on the pod, and then I thought it had juice. It did not.
I'm assuming I was like, totally do it.
Well, I stand by the idea. I just am not illustrating it well.
Toss
Basically,
the prim. Toss it.
This like feminist idea that like if there were more women leaders, there would be less wars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The way that is presented often feels more demeaning than feminist.
I do remember you talking about this, and I don't think I understand why.
Well, it's because it's like, women aren't capable of, like, they're not going to the front lines.
Women aren't capable of mass violence.
Exactly.
To make sure corporations have fat pockets.
Right, it's like women are going to need oil, too.
Women can't be bought and sold by multinational corporations.
I just think it's like, well, this is the joke that I wrote it kind of in response to. And I won't say who it was.
Damn,
I did say
a response to joke.
Well, I think I told you who it was because it stunk. But very famous person. The premise was like, if there were more women leaders, like there wouldn't be wars, and it's a big applause, big pander applause. And then it's like, but the UN meetings would be like bitchy.
Right.
So then it's like, it's like Russia said what? And it's like, okay, well, that's more demeaning to just think like they wouldn't be able to keep emotions out of it.
Well, here's where he goes wrong here. Assuming it's a him from California that does a lot of videos with stupid hair.
It's not. I don't know who that is. Mouth it to me. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Different. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he would have a little more tact.
No, it's so cable TV.
I thought he would be a little more tuned in.
No.
Because what he's saying is they can't do the big stuff, but they can be catty 6-year-olds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I was like trying to kind of like refute, but I set it up completely wrong. And basically how I did it at the show was it was on the list of new things to try.
It just comes down to like, women are dumb.
It was kind of not that far off. It was on the list of new things to try, and it was the first one the guy picked, and I was like, "Ooh, I do not have enough momentum."
I'm actually not ready for that one. That's go back to the
but
cat one.
I did.
Can you go to the one where I'm fucking my cat in the mouth? That one I'm totally prepared for.
I did, and that can go opening, honestly. I didn't know how to set it up. I go, "Do you guys think that like if there were more women leaders, there would be less wars?" Everyone claps, and I go, "I don't agree."
Wrong. Wrong. You guys are dumb.
Instantly,
Every
woman in the room like crosses her arms and is like, "Yeah, go for it."
And you're like, yeah, well, here, because I don't really have this thought out.
I hadn't at all, and I had like
brother. That's a premise where you better have the punchline.
Well,
dialed in.
What sucks is I have, you ever take an old line that's not in the act anymore, and you're like, well, I could pretend this is new and put it in a new thing.
Please, all the time.
So I have
Never
this
works,
joke
by the
about
way.
my sister. When I was 8 and she was 15, I told her she was stronger than me, and she suffocated me.
Mm-hmm.
I have this like little joke about that. And that was supposed to be the end of it, but I couldn't even get to it because they
Of the
literally-
audible groans.
No, yelling at me. I had at one point at least 7 women yelling explanations of why there would be less wars, and I was like, okay, I haven't thought about it that much.
You're all making really good points, and I'm really nervous right now because there's a lot of important people here.
It was so funny, and then I completely threw this famous comedian under the bus and blamed it all on him.
By name?
Yeah.
Big.
And then I was like, hey, everyone who's like in the industry in here, be cool for once in your life.
No, they were all in the back like, oh, so he's willing to play ball.
Yeah, oh man, this guy's edgy as hell.
Oh.
He's throwing out an absolute poo joke
Look at
and then
this.
blaming it
He's
on
blaming
someone.
it on else.
far
He's blaming
more-
it on somebody else.
He's blaming it on someone who's far more successful at this.
Incredible. I never do that. I own everything I say on stage because I'm an artist.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I would say I don't.
I kicked a guy right in the face the other night The nose started bleeding right over the front
Because
row.
he didn't like something?
No, he
or is
loved
just
it.
part of the act?
He loved it.
Are you part dominatrix in your act now?
It's morphing into a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's getting really dark and gross.
Instead of crowd work, it's just crowd dom.
It's a lot of people are coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not just to the show.
Yeah. Like
Right. In their pants.
And on stage.
Oh, but anyways, so eventually got out of it by saying, fine, I'll go change my vote, and I wish I had voted for Kamala, and that was kind of a fun double down.
There we go.
And we got out of it eventually, but it was a wild ride. There was about 8 minutes where I was fighting.
8 minutes is, you hear 8 minutes.
It might not have been 8. It
And
was
you
probably
go,
3.
Nothing. 8 minutes. Long time.
8 minutes of not having the room under control feels crazy.
Long time. I think
Yeah.
the longest I've ever gone not having the room under control was from the moment I walked on stage to the minute I grabbed the microphone.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to the minute I walked off.
Nah.
I was like, what show are you talking about?
I always have the crowd under control.
Yeah, honestly, usually before you grab the mic.
Everybody knows who the fuck Tim Smith is.
I like how you do the thing where you leave the mic in the stand and you walk around the stage like a lion in a
and
cage.
I just kind of like look at him.
You
And
just
they go,
pace.
Fuck, this guy's not fucking
Yeah,
around.
God, this guy is tall, jacked,
Tall
and
and
in
jacked.
control.
And I'm seeing his dick print through his jeans. So those are thick jeans.
Those are thick jeans. Those might be flannel line jeans, and I'm still seeing
and
a
I'm
dinky.
still seeing it. It's great. His dick is either hard or enormous. And I want to be like, brother, both.
Brother, it's both. But yeah.
How about
I don't
this?
know
I
how
just
we went down
we
that
talked about
road.
this a moment ago. This is how you know like human beings are dumb.
Okay.
Because I still can't get over the fact that I woke up in New Orleans this morning
Yeah.
and now I'm in New York City
Doing a podcast. with
doing
your
a
friend.
pod.
Yeah. Having a glass of wine for once in your life.
Thank God.
It's a good day.
Dude, it was noon.
Wait, why is that humans are stupid?
Because like why can't I get over that? Why can't I fathom that
I think
planes
you know what
have
you are.
existed forever?
I think you're kind of grateful.
Oh, the
You know?
grateful
I
route.
think maybe a little thankful.
Whoa,
Yeah.
the thankful route.
Isn't it cool that you were able to do shows in your hometown last night
Whoa.
and then spend Thanksgiving with the person you love most in the world and your fiance?
There it is. I was
Come
waiting
on.
for that one.
Come on.
I saw you when you
I know,
started that
I
sentence.
saw it.
You got a big smile on your face.
Well, I was like, don't interrupt me.
Just say it. Have fun.
Oh, man.
But I don't know why. It's like I can't get past the fact that there's planes now.
No, I mean, I feel the same way. I was doing the same thing on Sunday night. I was at a concert, and I'm thinking this morning I was in Dania Beach. I was in one of the worst places on earth this
On Earth.
morning.
And now I'm at a
Woke up,
concert.
And now I'm at a great concert.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
God, New Orleans,
It's
Louisiana. Let me tell you something, folks. We got some Louisiana listeners on this thing. Not enough, some are arguing.
Well, but I haven't looked at the numbers on a state-by-state basis in a while, but last time we did, it was humiliating for
Well,
you.
can you tone it down?
It was crazy.
Can you tone it down?
No.
God damn. Sorry, I don't have 39 sisters to promote my
You need-
podcast.
your parents aren't both one of 8 and had
This is
1,000
nonsense.
kids?
You literally have a built-in audience.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
have a studio
it's
audience
like
all the time.
irresponsible for someone from your family to not be in show business.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It's kind of crazy there's only one.
But let me tell you something.
There's two.
I can't. I'm gonna sing it from the rafters, Tom.
Yeah.
Sports drink
Yeah.
in Louisiana.
That's a comedy club, by the way.
A comedy club in New Orleans, Louisiana. 3 comedy venues in New Orleans just shut down, all
Which
within
ones?
2 weeks.
Whoa.
Hi Ho, Comedy House, and Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den.
Cooked, gone.
No,
over.
that's the longest running one.
10
And
years.
kind of the only good one.
10 years.
Wow.
Sports drink. I was just there. I did 2 shows with Mark Normand. It was just
Huge.
packed. The energy is insanity. The staff is excited. Everyone is. You know when you go into the showroom and there's that
Does it ever happen to you?
that buzz that's in the room.
Yeah, and you're like, this is going to cook.
Where it's a steady buzz that's
Yeah.
like above what normal people talk like,
Yeah.
and you just know.
Well, you know, you're like, this isn't a bad loud, because there's also times you walk into a room and there's like a high level of chatter and
you're-
it's
they're
like,
hammered.
oh, this is going to be really out of control.
Yeah.
But this is like
This is the
pure
excitement buzz.
Yeah, God,
And
that's
it's
great.
like, oh, this is gonna be the most fun you've ever had in your freaking life.
Yep.
And then we get up there and it's just Cooktown. It's just, you're having the most fun of your life. What's so weird is like I feel the most creative in those moments.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Well, you're like empowered.
God, that's such a lame way to say it, but it
you
is
are.
true.
It's people are saying like, we're giving you a chance to really be great.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
so true.
I know.
Empowered.
It sucks that I just said that.
Yeah,
But I am a little bit of a cinephile, and it comes up in a lot of it. That's what I think a wordsmith is.
Oh my God. Have you ever seen the movie Goodfellas? You know what was heartbreaking
He's
about
like, you got to check out Ice Age, too.
Well, no, he thought he was pulling from like deep in the bag.
He thought that was like, I'm trying to even think, like, I don't know. What,
It's like
what would
Citizen
an accept?
Kane.
Yeah, but even that is kind of
Network.
like a, I don't know what that is. I was trying to think of something I wouldn't know.
Network would be
Yeah.
one where it was like, oh, damn,
Bullets
okay.
over.
That's Bombs Over Bag. That's it's a
No,
song from
Broadway.
Outkast.
Yeah, Bullets Over Broadway. Isn't that like an old mob movie? That's.
I have no idea.
I'm listening to Al Pacino's book.
Oh,
and
yeah?
he talks about
Is
it.
it good?
Kinda. It's fun hearing him talk for a while.
Is it anything
But
close
it's like kind of
to our
just-
to our good friend Matthew McConaughey?
It's not nearly as self-indulgent.
Oh, Greenland.
No, because like he's more just like it's like someone was like, Al, tell us all the stories you remember in no particular order, and that's kind of just what he did. I mean, it's kind of chronological, but it's just like there's no through line. He's just like, this was an interesting thing, and then this was an interesting thing.
Well, he's 89 years old.
I know, but couldn't someone
He had a whole
write
chapter
this
on
with him?
when gas was a nickel.
Pretty much. I mean, kind of. He talks a lot about rent in New York when he was starting.
Ah, yes. God.
But it's fine. But anyways, yeah. So
Quick Cinny. Wait, what was I talking about?
Cinephile. Oh, sports drink last night.
I mean, my God in heaven, folks. If you live anywhere near New Orleans, Louisiana, look up the damn calendar and go to this place.
Go when I'm there.
Go when Tom's there.
March 13th, 14th, or 12th, 13th. The Thursday and Friday before St. Patrick's Day. And then I'm just staying in on Saturday. This is why they're cool. He goes, hey, man, do you want to switch your deal to not do shows on St. Patty's Day and you can just go out with us in New Orleans on St. Patty's? And I was like, yes.
100%,
Comedy shows
yes.
famously suck on St. Patrick's Day
it'd be a
in
nightmare.
any city, but can you imagine in New Orleans
Nightmare.
how drunk those people would be?
Nightmare. I'm telling you, you're going to love.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best thing of all time. I'm back in May for a little festy. Come out. We simply have to support these venues.
Yeah, they got to stay alive.
We have to make these venues massively successful so they can bring in all of the. Mark Norman doing a 70-seater?
Yeah.
Nonsense.
That's nuts. That doesn't happen.
Nonsense.
Tickets were expensive.
Were they?
Saw that.
Oh, what were they?
60 clams.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they do, like, Mark is a cool, like, he loves doing comedy.
But he's got to get paid.
But he does have to get a couple bucks.
He's got to get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Let me do some quick mental math
Does that-
on my phone.
Let me do some mental math with my phone calculator.
Let me pull out my calculator and do some mental math. Wait, so there was probably, we'll say that times that.
Yeah, this
Times
is
two.
This is killer on the pod. by the way.
Damn, the kid made a quick buck.
Yeah, couple.
God, we're so fucking rich. I had a fun little riff in Boston. I had the crowd convinced that, and it was fully just a ripoff of Todd Barry, that I was getting paid $10,000 for that weekend,
Incredible.
and that like because I was kind of mad at an audience member,
Yeah.
and I just kind of was going into the thing of like I just don't like this is fun. Don't get me wrong, comedy's fun.
Yeah.
But like to have to deal with what I'm dealing with right now, like they're paying me $10,000 for this weekend.
It's only $10,000, and I have
it's
to
like
deal with
that's
you.
not. I live in New York, so that's
Yeah.
that's not much.
Yeah.
And you could see.
Well, it is
people-
the right range.
you could see people like you just can't pay $10,000.
Like, this room's not that big. they start doing mental math on their phones.
and the guy did go. You do this every weekend?
Yeah.
And I go, no, not every
making-
week. Not every week. And I was like, I probably do. I probably do like 40 weekends a year.
He's making $400,000.
And he was
a
like,
year doing this.
Fuck. And I was like, but that's not. I was like, it sounds. My whole bit was like, I know it sounds low,
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I was like, look, I know, like, you're like, Jesus Christ, how is this guy surviving? I was like, but then there's like merch, and then I was like, I probably make another like $6,000 a month off like a podcast, and then I was like, so all in, it's like
okay.
it's just shy of like $600,000, and the guy, like, he just couldn't compute what was happening.
That's so fun.
Because he was a consultant for God knows where. He like went to like Dartmouth and all of these things. And he's, I don't know, he's probably making 160.
Yeah.
So he's about to blow his brains
he's like,
out.
I gotta give this club some advice. I don't think they're gonna make it.
He's like, I gotta pull together a tight 10.
Yeah.
So I can make $600,000 a year. Oh, it was such a fun thing. And they never clocked it, and all the comedians in the back were cracking up.
It just
and they still
died,
didn't clock it.
That's awesome.
And I was like, you know what? You paid for a big education and you got zilch.
You got it. Yeah.
I'm doing backflips on you right now. Shout out to LSU.
Yeah. That's you go to LSU one day, you too could get paid $10,000 a weekend
every 3 years.
Yes.
What else you got? Tomas?
I got kind of just like a beautiful little shameless move I witnessed in the wild.
Love this.
I'm in the Delta lounges all
You're
day
lounging
every
around
day.
town,
I'm
yeah,
lounging
for sure.
and a big thing with them is like there's not really like a to-go option ever. Like they'll have like maybe some granola bars once in a while or like a bag of chips, but like they're not trying to have you take food out of there.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I know it's certain
In the Delta
comedians
Lounge-
who straight up use it as grocery shopping
Okay.
and bring like Tupperware, and I actually really respect that, and I should be doing more of that. Like taking like fruit and stuff.
Right.
Shit they throw out.
Right.
I don't know. It's not the worst idea, but it's kind of a tough
It's
look.
bordering on a tough. Yes, thank you. It's bordering on a tough look.
But here's what you do. Like one time I was with Chloe Radcliffe, fellow comedian, and we were walking towards the lounge, and she goes, in this food court, look, they have to-go containers. Let's grab a couple.
Well, she's a different animal.
She is a different animal. But I was like, maybe I can learn a thing or two. I go in with her, and it's like she does it right. She fills up a plate. You go back to a table kind of off to the side, and then you put it in the Tupperware. Still could be a tough look, but you're not going buffet to Tupperware.
Buffy to Tup is tough.
You can't go buff to Tup.
That's tough.
So that's a tough look. And I am in line in this buffet on Sunday, and there's a woman in front of me at the chicken. And we're looking at like a rice situation, and then like
Kind of a rosemary chicken thing?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
chicken thighs,
Yeah.
kind of in like a little sauce.
Sure.
There's not that much left. She's got a Yeti thermos, coffee thermos, and she put, and I'm not kidding, Timothy. I wouldn't lie to you, roommates
you
and law
would.
listeners. She put every piece of chicken in a coffee thermos.
Did she kind of turn back and look at you like, sorry, brother?
She was eyes on the prize, didn't care that there were 5 people behind her in line.
These people,
She finished it up and was like packing it in
Shoving
with
it in.
the tongs.
I've read that the OG Delta Lounge members are getting upset with the caliber of people that are allowed in the lounges now.
Yes.
And I always thought that was like a little elitist and shitty. But when you hear about somebody absolutely ham-fisting chicken thighs into their thermos,
Into a coffee thermos. I don't know why that's so much more egregious than a Tupperware, but it is.
because it's not supposed to,
Yeah.
you just took any opportunity to shove chicken into a hole.
Dude, like she
She goes, what? I'm losing money if I don't take this chicken.
She didn't take anything else. Like it was just all of the chicken. And
Oh, my
honestly,
God.
I was furious for a second, and then the fact that she finished it off made
Man.
me not mad again, because I was like, it's so shameless that I
could
just
not
they can't
give a
even
fuck.
hate.
I mean, she took all the chicken and left all her dignity and walked
Yeah,
right out of that.
she
thing.
filled up that little hot pot with with her dignity, and then
And
left.
she left, and when she got to her destination, she popped open the chicken thermos and she said, "I don't need any of this."
I don't. It's gross by now.
What did I think I was doing?
I panicked. That guy behind
I
me
saw
was
free food. I
the
freaked
guy. The
out.
guy behind me was clearly writing in his podcast notes app.
This is. I'm finally understanding why people are upset of the caliber of people in the lounge.
Well, the rules are changing in February, and it's heartbreaking.
You're not going to be allowed in there. Was it like 3 times a year or something?
10 times a year.
That's going to be tough.
I'm quite literally averaging 10 a month.
Well, you're going to have to get pretty selective now.
I know. I'm heartbroken.
Well,
You
welcome
best
back.
believe I just bought a couple coffee thermoses. I'm walking out of there with a couple.
Oh, they're gonna
chicken
pay
thighs.
dearly for this.
Yeah.
Unbelievable to
Yeah,
us.
it was kind of beautiful.
Unfucking believable. Hey, Tom, what about this?
Yeah, toss something at me.
What would you do in this little situation? So I was, this was when I was in Boston.
Okay.
And Tom, sometimes I like to tell a joke or two that can be a tad off color.
On stage? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're not going crazy.
I don't think I'm going crazy.
No.
But sometimes people
Like
get upset.
you just started reading into my reaction to that.
Wait, what?
You were like, "What does that mean?"
Oh, well, you were giving me the dude.
I meant like you're not. No one I think would describe you as like.
Well,
particularly
it's never like, and then
blue.
I ripped the baby's head off.
Right.
It's never that kind of shit.
Had to quote my act right in front of me. Okay,
Well,
interesting.
I mean, it's,
Shouldn't have been a cat baby.
Trying to return the favor here, but I hear I'm in the bathroom after the show.
Oh no, this sucks. Public bathroom.
Yeah,
I've had the same. Oh, what did you hear?
I hear a guy going, "It's too far."
Wow.
He went too far. He goes, "I really enjoyed the show," and then he told those jokes. He goes, "My wife left."
Whoa. Do you know what they were? Abortion, I guess.
It was the
Probably.
abortion,
Had to
and
be,
then
yeah.
is the
That's the only thing I can think of.
it was the abortion pedophile sandwich.
What's the pedophile one? Oh yeah,
Where
yeah,
Lizzie's super
This
small.
is classic. Actually, this is a classic Tim Smith act.
I mean, those are
This
great
is-
jokes.
This is the moneymaker.
I
This is
mean-
how you make $10,000 a weekend
Hey, you too can make $600,000 a year
by just
by
calling
writing one
yourself a
abortion
pedophile.
joke and admitting to being a pedophile. And so he's just going, it was just too far. But now and he was trying to get the other people in line on board, and kind of nobody took the bait.
Oh hell yeah!
'Cause he
were you
kept being
pooping?
No, I was.
So you were out in the open
No. I was in the back.
Oh.
I was just standing.
in the stall.
Well, so it's not a stall. It's like a fully shut door.
Oh, so he's waiting outside the door.
Correct.
And you're about to come back out.
Correct.
This is tough.
And I'm going, what if I just stayed in here the whole time?
Yeah.
What if I just stayed?
Yeah.
Because there's bathrooms on either side. He would eventually go into some
Oh,
other
that's
thing.
true. Yeah. It would be more fun if there were no other options and you could ruin
And it
his
just
night.
has to be me.
Yeah.
But in the middle of thinking this, I decided, no, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're a zero.
Oh, you meant what if I stayed so that I don't have to see him?
Interact.
Oh, I thought I thought you meant like what if I stayed so this guy pees his pants? I was like, yeah, do that.
Damn, dude.
Be
that's-
petty.
Damn, you are edgy.
Yeah.
You don't
no,
give a
I get
fuck.
what you're saying. Yeah, this is. I like your decision though.
Well, I'm like, do I just stay here and let it fizzle out? And
Just
then I'm
wear
done?
it and then yeah.
But I was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
So I walk right out, and you see him like,
Oh, fuck.
and I just kind of looked at him, and I just kind of kept it moving. But it was like, you fucking loser.
Oh man.
You zero.
You should leave your wife. That's what you should have said.
Well, I'm like, what bothers me a lot about this is like, I'm up there riffing and raffing. I'm zipping. I'm zopping.
Once in a while, you've been known to
I'm taking a swing.
bip and bop.
I'm bipping and bopping.
Yeah.
Scooping, booping.
Okay, when you scoop and boop, it does go too far.
That's when it
sometimes.
goes too far.
That
honestly.
one can get a little.
It's
out
not
of
even the
control.
scoop. It's the boop.
It's the boop. The boop gets you. Don't get got by the boop.
Boop is always coming around a little heavy-handed, and people go, I didn't care for that.
Definition of a boop is telling a room full of women you know better than them about how they would rule the world.
Hey, you guys would suck at leadership. I'm Tom, by the way.
In a different way though than this other guy said it. I'm Tom, by the way.
So I walked out. I made my little eye contact. He shut his mouth, and then I just walked over to the bar.
He
and
shut his mouth because he was going into a bathroom
because
to
he
pee.
didn't even see me. We didn't make eye contact, but I made a bigger deal of it than it actually was.
Yeah, I showed him.
Got his ass. He was so scared.
That's a bigger man move though, because what are you gonna do? What's that confrontation gonna look
Well,
like?
there was
if
no.
he says-
I wasn't going for a confrontation, but I thought like in my head, I was like, I know what he's saying, and I will have to live with myself knowing that I stayed in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so the win was just walking out and having him see you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the win for me.
That's good.
And I didn't like flinch at him. What's up, dude?
That would have been awesome.
Oh, really? What's up, dude?
Sup, dude? I got another
your
abortion
ass.
thing for your ass.
You dude?
Fuck you. Fuck your wife, too.
Yeah, I'll fuck your wife and your fucking grandmother. You dude?
And your fucking kid, because you heard the jokes.
Because you know me, I'm a fucking pedophile, dude. I love these fucking kids. Put my fucking dick in their fucking ass.
Jesus Christ.
Bleeped it all out. It's not offensive. It's bleeped out, Tom.
Oh, my God.
But I think in order to be able to sleep that night, I needed to walk out and be like, I'm proud of
You
me.
got to see me. Yeah.
Here I am.
That's good.
Because if I'd have cowered in the bathroom, it was like, well, then maybe I shouldn't be telling jokes that are on the edge.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because you did tell them.
I told them.
And people are allowed to react however
People are
they
allowed
want
to not like
even
'em.
if it's the wrong reaction.
Trying to get everybody in the bathroom riled up. How bored are you?
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
The hell?
He's got nothing.
He's got zilch.
He's making, he's not making as much money as you.
That guy's never seen $10,000 in his life.
Nope, not in once.
Wife doesn't love him.
Mm-mm.
She loves me though. Oh God! Wait, tell me about Dania Beach.
No, I'm done.
Okay,
Done with Dania Beach. I
Dania
hate
Beach
it.
is done.
Dania Beach. I would love to come back and headline sometime. Other than that, I'm never coming back to your town unless you offer me like a one night or.
Tom,
maybe
have you
weekend.
experienced club owners that just treat,
I've got a zero of the week for you in this
that
category.
just treat you like shit?
Yeah.
What's going on with
I
that?
think you know that I've experienced this. I think you've experienced this once or twice.
With a similar man?
Yeah, I think we have a former zero of the week who's making a reappearance as a nomination.
A number 2 zero.
This might
folks.
be our first repeat. Correct me if I'm wrong, dear listeners.
This I'm going to venture a guess and say this has never happened.
Wait, we had a quick correction from last week, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Apparently we riffed and raffed about that at some point.
What?
We joked about giving someone a wedgie.
Wait, what was
The YouTube comment, it was so funny. And now I'm like, this is maybe our most dedicated listener. It's like instantly when it came out last week, we got a comment that was like,
Yeah, it was like 1, 2, 3 wedgie.
no, it was like, well, yeah, but it was like, oh, you guys talked about it at some point. So the joke is you have to do rock, paper, scissors, and whoever loses gives each other a wedgie. And I don't remember that.
Man, I would really hope we were riffing at a higher level than that.
It had to have been funnier than that. I mean, there's no way I was just like, hey, Tim, you want to do rock, paper, scissors? And loser gets a wedgie?
Loser gets a wedgie. We're like, yeah, post this on the internet.
Yeah, for everyone.
Hey, Tom, go ahead and upload that one to the internet.
Go ahead and name the episode that. 1, 2, 3 wedgie.
That stinks.
Rock, paper, wedgie? Is that anything?
That's not good. It's just not good, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know what that's from, but apparently that was on us. So sorry for just making
Sorry about
fun
that.
of you.
I would imagine it was an absolute heater of a riff, though.
Had to have been good.
No chance it was poo.
Would love, honestly, some more context.
Yeah, if you guys could. People talk to me, like my family will talk to me about the pod. I'm like, I don't know what I say on the podcast.
No, they talk. They will interact as if they spoke to us.
Right, like they were on the pod.
I mean, I've had family members say, I don't call you anymore because I listen to the podcast.
What does that mean?
I'm up to date on you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a really dark twist on this.
Yeah,
little
my family
thing.
doesn't call me because they don't like me.
Right, they're like, no, the podcast is like the most we can do.
Yeah, they're like, hey, look, we don't even listen to the pod. We just would like it if you were out of our lives.
We try to guess when you're talking, we mute it, and then when Tom's talking, we unmute it.
and we try to imagine what nice things you possibly be saying. God damn, I wish my family liked me.
Your family loves you.
No, they hate me a
Patty
lot.
Cakes does.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, don't you dare. She's going to listen to this.
No, she's not.
Does she not listen to the pod anymore?
She seemed pretty out of touch on the last time I talked to her.
Wow, that is heartbreaking, actually.
And I also had a couple of friends reach out and say, hey, how come I didn't know about these New Orleans shows? I said, well, it's because you're not listening to the pod.
Oh, don't show your hand like that, you idiots.
Oh, what are you kidding me?
Oh, my
How did you not
God.
find out? I have one guess.
Yeah.
You're not listening to the POD
That
with me and
hurts.
old TOM.
Come on.
TIM.
To your TIM.
Yeah.
I'm TOM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was saying with TOM.
Oh, I thought you said with me, old TIM.
No, I said with me and
Oh,
old
yeah,
TOM.
yeah.
You're Tom. I'm
But
Tim.
I'm young.
No, but I couldn't spell out. Young would have been too much to spell out. Jesus Christ. in heaven.
Anyways, yeah. What were we talking about?
Damn it.
Wait.
What?
Fuck.
What?
What were we talking
Hey,
about?
I had a little fun thing.
Oh, club owners.
Clubs.
We have to because this is a repeat zero.
Oh, okay. So go
All
ahead.
right, so this is a club owner who we're not going to name the club because it's more fun.
we're not.
Because people are going to know which one it is.
Of course they will.
This is a club outside of a city that we frequent
in the Midwest.
and then and this club, you know, had some fun times there, but Tim headlined there once for a certain amount of money and then got an offer to come back the next year for less money.
For less money
which
than
is a
that.
big old fuck you.
Well, wait.
Also,
you're not even
the first time-
you're not even including all of the fuck yous.
Well, the zero, I think, was the first time was Tim headlined a weekend. And then after the first show...
No, you're missing the biggest detail.
Is this not the crowd work thing?
Oh, no. I walk in, he goes, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
green room's not available. It's full of Coke.
Coke, not like fun, like this is an 80s comedy
Coca-Cola.
club. Not like cocaine.
Sorry.
I mean, that would suck too, for different reasons.
full of drinks and snacks.
It's just full. We're using the green room as a storage room, is what he was saying.
So I had to hang by the bathroom
Yeah.
before I went up.
Yep. So there's that, and then you did some crowd work, I heard,
Apparently.
and then
Yeah.
you were told you weren't allowed to as a headliner.
Quote unquote, I didn't pay you for crowd work.
Okay, hilariously low amount of money to be throwing around like that
All right.
too.
I'm sorry, I'm absolutely destroying with this.
It's crazy to just be like the lowest paying club and be like,
be like,
I didn't
"Hey,
pay you for this.
I
It's
didn't
like
pay
you
you
hardly
for-
paid us
you
for
didn't pay
anything.
me in, dude. You didn't even put me up. I'm staying on an air mattress in Chicago with 4 of my poorest friends. What are you kidding me?
I literally had to go back to like a worst time in my life to work here. Like I have had to relive this shitty mid-20s experience. I'm
gonna have PTSD after this weekend.
So this is this guy, and then at the end of the weekend, he handed you a bill for like 32 clams for the 4 beers that you drank.
I was always charged for the beer.
Yeah,
it wasn't
so
even,
that's
it wasn't
this guy.
even half off.
No, it was just
Full price beer.
It's like you went in there and just bought 4 beers.
It was, and then the next time he hits me up, hey, you want to come do it for X amount of money? I'm like, well, this is less
This
than
is
last time.
less than.
And
he's
he
like,
goes,
no, sorry, this is the amount of money I was going to charge you. I was
Yeah,
going
he's
to
like,
charge you less.
No. You're not. We're not gonna pay you.
So, whatever. I've gone back and forth with this guy a few times with some really bad offers. Eventually, I kind of throw a high number at him.
Right.
And he offers me a lower number, but higher than I thought he was going to go.
He said I can do that.
So I was like, all right, I'll go do that. And then a week later, I go, fuck, my manager double booked me on a different thing that weekend. I have all these weekends through the end of like next year pretty much available.
Yeah.
And he goes, we're fully booked.
Not true.
Which is just a lie. It's a weird power move. And I go, all right. And then we left it. Now, this show is at the end of January coming up. And I just realized last week, I was like, oh shit, I don't know. We never really confirmed that was canceled. So I followed up. I was like, hey man, I just want to, that weekend I couldn't move the other thing. I can't do it. Would love to do a different weekend, whatever. I get this message back. Cool. Send me $200 for the marketing and ads that we spent, plus the tickets we refunded.
Bucks.
That's what he responded.
Bucks.
Cool. Dude, I think it was dollars, but I said bucks.
Well, I think we could have stayed on bucks.
All right. It was bucks, tone-wise.
Because we're trying to make him sound like a loser.
Tone-wise, it was, he said cinephile.
Send me 200 greenbacks.
He says, cool, send me $200. No.
Cool period, by the way.
Cool period. It was, yeah.
Cool
And then
period.
I was just like, no, there's no. First off, you didn't spend $200 on marketing 2 months out. It's not even on the website.
Absolutely not.
Also, we never talked about. We didn't even sign a contract.
marketing
We're
budget,
Facebook messaging, dude. If you're gonna take
Wait.
serious,
Toss out the message that you sent back. You sent an ice cold message back.
I said.
I appreciated the message
I said the
back.
deal didn't include a marketing budget, and I offered to reschedule regarding purchase tickets. Although from your tone, I'd assume that's not in the cards. Wish you the best. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
I mean, that's from 36 feet.
Come
out.
on, you're gonna come at business, Tom, with that bullshit.
Well, that's not even like that's
that
not
was
even
a little meaner. That was
no.
real
That's
Tom.
not even pulling up like a buzzer beater. That's not even a panicked I'm chunking
Middle of the first quarter.
It's middle of the first quarter. Like
I'm walking up the
It
court.
is like kind of a big game.
Yeah.
And
Someone's talking shit.
And you pulled up from 36 feet.
I go, how about this? How
And he
about
said,
a
"What do you think
logo?
about that one?"
How about a logo 3 right in your fucking
And let me
face?
guess, he saw it and didn't say shit.
Saw it
back.
immediately, never responded.
Loser.
Yeah, I think I think it's 0 of the week, honestly, because I've also heard this same guy.
Actually, I'm sorry. Let me take back. I'm saying loser a lot. That's not loser behavior.
That's 0.
That's 0 behavior.
Because it's like
Yes.
bad intent.
It's bad intent. It's ego driven.
Yeah.
If you think your behavior is good, if it's ego driven, you're cooked.
Yeah.
It's cooked.
You got to be able to clock that and go, maybe I don't send the first version of this message.
Ooh, I'm being a tool right now.
And
I'm
I
being a
say,
huge tool.
oh, man, here's the only other weekends we have open. Would these work? If not, we'll just cancel.
Yeah, I can.
And then
find
I go,
somebody.
guess what? I'll go work there again sometime.
I'll be back.
But now it's like, well, we're done.
And it's also these people don't understand that we're sending hateful messages to all of our comedian
guess what?
friends.
Before I even responded, every one of my friends knew about this message.
Yep. And it's like all of
more
them,
successful people than me know about this message.
and it's like all heater comedians that are like,
Yes.
oh, I'll never go there.
All people also who used to live there. Like it's so insane. And yeah, so the bridge is burned probably with a few
How about
people.
this, Tom? I show up to a fucking club.
Yeah, the same weekend.
Same weekend. This motherfucker sends me a message. Hey, would love to have you. I go, I'd love to be there.
Guess what? I love doing comedy.
This is great.
For $10,000 a weekend.
He tosses me a number. I say, I could do that number.
Yeah.
Bippity boppity. We get there. Hey, Tom, what do you do when you get to a club when somebody invited you and booked you and is paying you money?
You walk in, you go find them, you go, hey, thanks for having me. This looks cool. I'm excited for the weekend.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what you do. Guess
Yeah.
what I did?
What did you do?
I walked in. I found him. I said, hey, man, this is great. Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here. Guess what he did?
He shook your hand, said, I'm looking forward to
He
it.
didn't even uncross his arms, Tom.
What did he say?
He didn't even show me any teeth. No teeth?
Wait, so he didn't talk?
He nodded menacingly. And he goes,
Did he have a bunch of food in his mouth?
no,
Teeth whitening strips, maybe?
no.
Huh.
Not even a retainer. I said, wait, you rocking a retainer in there?
Yeah, are you just embarrassed? Dude, it's all good. I had braces
Dude,
as an
don't worry
adult.
about it, man. You got to hit that Invisalign whenever you can.
Yeah, it's all good.
He crosses his arms, unclenched lips, nods his head, and eventually I'm like, great. So this, the room looks killer, man. This is like
Yeah.
seems like it's gonna be fun. Trying to be a professional.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, green room's right over there.
It's full of coke, though.
What are we doing, Tom?
It's so easy to go.
Why do people think they can treat me this way?
Well, it's a very specific type of person. It's for some reason I think in any industry, in industries where it's like power driven, like
Ego driven.
but power too, like bookers in comedy, like they do have this weird little thing where like most of them wouldn't have friends,
I'm a tastemaker.
right? And
I'm
like
a cinephile.
and people suck up to them because they have access to stage time. And so they get treated like better than they should, and then they don't have to correct their poor behavior.
Behavior is one.
Behavior. It was poo-havior, honestly.
Dude, I can't make heads or tails of this. And so after the show was great. The show was super fun.
Yeah.
Like, had a great set. Everybody really enjoyed themselves. I'm talking to a bunch of the audience members and the staff after the show. And like we're just kind of goofing around about what happened in the show, blah, 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 blah. And the guy comes up and he goes, yeah. I knew Tim from when he was doing open mics. He was so arrogant. What?
That's why I paid him to come to our club.
That's why I paid him to come do some shows.
What?
What was that?
That's it's the ego. It's the ego getting in the way. He saw you when you were coming up and you've surpassed him and he doesn't know how to deal with that.
But wouldn't you?
Yes, you should be just
What do you
happy.
think? Like, oh, nice.
I've seen this guy turn into a great comedian, and I'm proud to have him at my club. That would be a great.
That's what I thought.
response.
I thought like, and not that you like think that, but like, I thought it was gonna be like nice to see him.
Yeah.
That's like what I expected going in.
Wrong.
I thought it was gonna be like a
Wrong.
hug and like, brother, how you been?
It was fuck you, dude.
It was a you right in your fucking face.
Yeah, pedophile.
Pedophile. And I was like, I'm going to tell 13 pedophile jokes. tonight.
God. Yeah, that really stinks. You hate to see poo-havior out there, especially from these people who are have to be in our lives. But
I know. I'm like, well, hey, man, I got horrible news for you. I'm sending a text message to 8 of the best comedians in the country saying, this place sucks dick and balls.
yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, we haven't had
coming
a dick
at
and balls in a
ya.
long time.
But I'm like, I'm sending a message, and then what do I do when I go to New Orleans? When I go to the best club on
send a
planet
message. This place rips.
Earth, I send that same message to 8 of the best comedians in the country saying, oh my fucking God,
Yeah.
get here the moment you can. It's going to be a magical evening for
God.
you and your friends.
You guys, you don't realize the marketing you're missing out on. Skip the $200 you were spending on
Skip
marketing me.
the 200.
Just have Tim for a good weekend. The word will get out.
It's getting out. All you have to do is be nice to a comedian.
Yes.
Oh.
Word will spread. All right, we can't finish on the. We got to wrap up. We can't finish on negative.
Are we negative
notes.
vibes?
Well, we're just we were
tell me
doing
something
our
you're
little
thankful-
zeros.
tell me something
yeah,
you're thankful
it's
for.
Thanksgiving. Sorry it came out a day late. Tim was hustling back from New Orleans.
That
and
is
we just didn't.
absolute dog shit to blame it on me.
What?
That's dog shit.
Why?
Because it's not my fault.
Yeah, well, we just didn't talk until you had left the state.
I was like, hey, brother, I'm gone for the next 7 days.
Yeah. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for
Lies.
podcasts.
Truth.
I'm thankful for Spotify and
Big,
Apple
yes.
and YouTube. I'm thankful for this is the first time I've ever just like stayed where I was living for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
and
okay.
not like gone to a family thing.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful to have pals around.
I do.
It's just me. It's me, Tim, and Lizzie right
We'll
now.
bump mics to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is my tush thankful for? I did have a couple of moments where it was like, this is like, we get into our heads all of the time about like, oh God, like, am I doing any, like, am I funny? Is this any good? Do people like this? And it's like, yeah, the little run I just did, 6 years ago.
Would dream of that.
I think I mentioned this a lot, and I really have a hard time with being grateful and like being in the moment and like
being, like,
practicing
presently grateful.
gratitude.
Yeah.
Because I only ever look at why it's not going right, and I only berate myself. And it's like, what? Don't laugh at me, Tom.
No, Lizzie's nodding over there. It made me laugh.
Oh yeah.
I made eye contact with her. I was like going really sincere listening. Like, damn, I look over and
she's
Lizzie's
going
going
like,
I'm the berate myself.
Because all I do, I
Yeah.
hate myself. I tell myself how much I suck and nobody likes me and nobody respects me and I'm not any good at comedy and everything is going horribly. But then you go out and you fly to Chicago and you headline these clubs and you do all this stuff and it's so fun and you fly right to New Orleans. You have the time of your life and you're working with the best comedians in the world and then you fly right back and you're hanging with your best pals and you're in your comfy apartment and it's like, man.
What's so bad about this?
Man, if I knew that this was in the cards when I decided to quit my job and move, I would have quit it 4 years earlier.
Yeah.
To just live the little life that I'm living, and it's so not glamorous, and it's so not whatever, but man, is it gratifying and really fun, and it feels really good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Damn.
That was,
Sometimes life
that
is
was good.
Sometimes-
Sometimes it is. Sometimes
sometimes
it's not
it's
so
good.
bad. There's I listen to this song all the time when I'm trying to like pull myself out of like like the same kind of spiral where
Sure.
you're just like, man, you're really focusing on the things that aren't going well.
Yes.
John Prine, that's the way the world goes around. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. That's the way the world goes around. You just gotta pick your head up sometimes and be like,
Damn,
yeah, it's not.
Jonathan Prime.
I'm not in it that deep right
what
now.
the hell?
Yeah.
It's a half an inch of water, and you think, what?
You're gonna drown.
Whoa!
Yeah, no chance.
Jonathan, absolutely cutting into my heart with that one.
He can hit home.
I mean, can we not be appreciative for a minute? This is me looking at myself into a mirror right now.
Right.
Can we not be appreciative for a minute?
Yeah.
You moron. Mm-hmm. Good friends, good lady in your life.
Yeah.
Comedy is so goddamn fun. I get to travel and get paid to do it. What am I complaining about, Tom?
Bad club owners, and I stand by that. But we do have to be thankful for everything else.
Man,
I'm thankful for everything except for that.
man, so am I.
I am very, very
life is
grateful.
Unfortunately, pretty good.
Life is pretty good. Got fun comedy going on. Got a great lady. Got great pals living in the best city in the world. We don't have much to complain about.
I mean, an absolutely mediocre cock. I mean, how could I possibly?
Yeah,
be?
I would be more thankful for a better dinky and.
I will say this: if I had
balls.
known better, I would have grown a much larger penis.
I would have gone bigger balls.
Bigger butt.
I want just like a long one.
Well, like okay, so
long
you want
sack.
them longer or girthier?
Both.
You want a long girthy
I kind of
ball
want like
sack?
full like punching bag, like an old punching bag.
See, but you'd never be able to do the marathon with balls like that.
No, yeah, but then I'd
Bouncing
at least
around
have
your
an excuse.
fucking knees.
By the way, ever since I complained about not being able to work out since the marathon, I asked you guys for tips. I got like 8 messages that were all just like, "Yeah, after I ran a marathon, I got super out of shape."
Yeah, it's
Like
gonna fall apart
like,
pretty quickly, dude.
no like advice though.
And you're like, oh, okay. So what'd you do to get back? And they're like, nah, nothing. I'm 450
I did,
pounds right
yeah,
now.
no, I'm typing this from a hospital bed. But I did get. I was like, all right, I feel seen. That's good, but also I needed help.
Yeah, type some advice into those, folks. You
Yeah.
gotta type advice in it. Nobody gives me that advice because they know that I have a fucking 2% BMI.
Yeah, look at that. We got matching socks. Right now.
Whoa! You know, I got these socks because I think I wore a pair of your socks.
They're great
and they were
socks.
these, and I was like, "Now, that's a quality.
They're the only
sock."
socks I wear now.
Yeah, it's a great sock because it's
Shout
like
out to
thin, but
Adidas.
they stay up, and it's like a really comfy, good sock.
And no one's ever mad at white socks.
No, never. No, I'm almost positive. I was like, "What sock is this?"
Yeah, it's great.
Bingo, bango.
Anyways, shout out to Adidas.
Shout out to
socks
Adidas making
for
a good sock.
sponsoring the pod. You guys, all I really want to promote is if you're in Minnesota, New Year's shows. Me and Jeffrey Asmus, we're doing a bunch of shows at Comedy Corner Underground. Come on out.
Comedy Corner Underground.
And Timothy, where
I'm
you
going
gonna
to be in Washington, D.C. next Friday through Sunday
at the lounge.
at the fucking lounge
Let's
at the
go.
D.C. Improv. Come on out. We're going to have a gay old
God,
time.
that's a great room.
I got some stuff some new that is cooking.
Wait, and DC, why am I taking this lightly? This is literally our best ticket town.
Come on out, you fucking
Yeah.
fucks.
No, they're like cool. They like us.
Oh, no. Yeah. Hey,
come on,
come
you
out to a
fucking
show.
Cool people.
Oh, shit. I should have bleeped those out.
Yeah, you should have.
Damn you.
We're gonna get
fucking
demonetized.
Fuck.
All right, come out to DC to see the kid,
We love you.
tell a friend. Send us a 0. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. We love you.
He married my sister, now we're living together.